right, here we go. Quick screwdriver test. I got 5 number 2 Phillips screwdrivers, all in good condition. I got 2 Snap On, a Craftsman, a No Name, and a Vessel screwdriver. Probably never heard of it. These 4 right here are standard US spec Phillips. Now you might think a number 2 screwdriver is a number 2 screwdriver. It's not true. Japanese screws called JIS require a Japanese screwdriver. You can get away with these others, but they're not the same. This Vessel is made in Japan. I bought it on eBay randomly because I saw it had some impact feature here where you smack the end of it, and it's got a little bit of a built-in impact driver feature, if you will. It was inexpensive. I just thought it was neat. Turns out this is my favorite screwdriver in the fleet. All of a sudden, I thought that my Snap-ons here, my magnetic with the, you unscrew this and you can change the tips out. This was my favorite, and then this became my favorite. Craftsman has its place. This is the long version of it. So anyway, this was pretty much my stable. You always gotta have a couple random junk no names you pick up along the way. Anyway, the Vessel quickly stood out as my favorite. I was working on a lot of these Japanese carburetors, and they have what's called a JIS spec screw, Japanese industry standard. It's got a little dot on the head. Most of the JIS screws have that. So if you work on stuff, I don't care what it is, Honda, Nissan, Toyota, dirt bikes, four-wheelers, a lot of Japanese dirt bikes and four-wheelers. So you're gonna come across Phillips head screws, and the majority of them that are made in Japan are JIS spec. This is actually a different profile. You can take your Snap-on and it'll work. You can take your Craftsman number 2 and it will work. But when you really fight these things, you tend to strip them out. I used to throw these screws away all the time. These particular ones on these key-in carburetors, there's 2 of them here on the Yamaha application, they have red Loctite on them. And if you don't have a good fitting screwdriver, you're finished. Red Loctite on these things is a total curse. You wind up stripping it out, guaranteed. In comes this Vessel screwdriver. I didn't anticipate this being anything special. I didn't really know about it. I have the website here, vesseltools.com. It explains Japanese industry standards and how the profile of the US spec Phillips and the JIS is actually completely different. Come to figure, after all these years, I've been working on this stuff and fighting screws and stripping them out and trying all different tricks, heating it up and blah, blah, blah. Well, this profile here is meant for Japanese screws. So lo and behold, this basically, I don't know what I paid for it, $12 or $13 shipped to my door screwdriver is the best thing since sliced bread. So I'm gonna do a quick test here. I'm gonna thread this screw in here. Again, this is the JIS spec screw. And let's see how good it fits this Snap-on. And the test is gonna be, I'm gonna insert it here, okay? And it cannot hold itself up. So you put the screw in and it falls right out. Snap-on, or I'm sorry, Craftsman, same thing. It just falls out on its own. I'm not doing that. Again, no trickery here. It cannot stay in. Magnetic one here. That one's got a little bit of a bite. That one's got a little bit of a bite, but not impressive. Anyway, it falls right out. The No Name, wouldn't expect this to be awesome. Oh, actually, there it goes. Kind of held itself in there for a second. Now, enter the Vessel screwdriver. It fits the profile awesome. And look at that. Non-magnetic. You can hold it basically, well, let me get my hand out of the way here. Basically vertical before it falls out. Again, JIS spec screwdriver in a JIS screw. Vertical, and it falls out. Try the Snap-on again. Again, in good shape. Not stripped, not damaged. Come on. I just gotta get partial. No, doesn't want to do it. So, to prove it, I have a random wood screw I got here at Lowe's in a piece of wood. This is a US spec Phillips. It sort of fits that pretty good. But come on, it's not staying in. Let's try the Craftsman. This one's got to get a good bite, isn't it? Nope, doesn't want to stay. Let's try old trusty here. There we go. That one's fitting pretty good. And the no name seemed to fit pretty good. Doesn't want to stay. Now, the JIS also fits this US spec Phillips. Absolutely awesome. Check this out. Can you believe that? You have to try it for yourself. I don't sell tools. Again, not magnetic. Let me do the test here. Maybe partial magnetic, but not like this. So, again, I don't sell tools, but the difference is plain to see. You can get these things for as cheap as like 10 bucks on eBay if you get the non-impact version. Absolutely impressive. You get one of these screwdrivers and you can test it out on any Phillips screw. It fits, obviously it's intended for the JIS, and the Phillips is, although it's slightly different profile, it fits the Phillips very well, as you can see from this Lowe's screw here. I recommend everybody have one of these in their toolbox whether they work on Jap stuff or not. Again, try it yourself. Don't take my word for it. Take all your Phillips screwdrivers and see how good they fit into a JIS screw, which has a little dot on it and comes on most Japanese vehicles. All the screws, as long as they're factory anyway. Try it out for yourself. Thank you for watching.